You've probably heard the words strategy and tactics thrown around a million times, right? A lot of people use them like they're the same thing, but they're not even close. And honestly, getting this right can be the one thing that separates actually hitting your goals from, well, just being busy.
So let me ask you this. Think about the last big thing you planned. Were you drawing the entire map to get to your destination? Or were you just really focused on taking that very first step? The answer to that's the key to this whole thing.
All right, so first up, drawing the map. That's your strategy. It's the big picture. It's the why you're even going on this journey and the what you expect to find when you get there. You know, the big X that marks the spot.
So what does that actually mean? Well, put simply, your strategy is your high-level game plan. The key word there is high level. A good strategy doesn't get lost in all the tiny details. It keeps its eyes on the prize, on that ultimate objective.
But here's the thing about a great strategy. It's not something you just set and forget. No way. It's a living, breathing process. It all starts with planning, right? That's where the big idea is born. Then comes application. That's you actually doing the work. And then, and this is absolutely critical, you've got evaluation. You have to look back and ask, did that actually work? If you skip that last step, you're just guessing next time.
Okay, so if the strategy is our destination on the map, then how in the world do we actually get there? Well, that's where tactics come into play. If strategy is the what and the why, tactics are all about the how.
Tactics are the actual things you do. Think about our map again. Tactics are the individual left turns, the right turns, the specific roads you take. They're the moments you decide to hit the gas or pump the brakes. They're the literal steps that move you along the path.
So we've talked about them separately, but this is where it really clicks, putting them right next to each other. Let's make this difference totally 100% crystal clear.
Just look at this breakdown. Scope, strategy is the big picture. Tactics are the specific actions. Focus, long-term goals versus immediate tasks. But the real game changer is the question each one answers. Strategy asks, what are we ultimately trying to achieve? That's about vision. Tactics ask, how specifically are we going to do it? That's all about execution.
Okay, theory is great and all, but let's make this real. Let's see how this actually plays out with a super simple, real-world example from social media.
So here's our strategy. It's simple, it's clear, and it's a high-level goal. Find 20 key opinion leaders in our space. Now, notice what it doesn't say. It doesn't say how we're going to do it. It just points to the destination. That right there is a solid strategy.
So how do we get there? With tactics. These are the specific, measurable things the team is actually going to do. They're going to filter social channels, analyze mentions, sort users, track engagement. See? Every single one of these concrete actions directly serves that one big strategy.
Okay, so you might be thinking, why are we getting so hung up on two words? Why does this distinction really truly matter? Whether you're in business or just trying to, I don't know, get in shape.
Because one without the other is completely useless. A brilliant strategy with no tactics to make it happen, well, that's just a daydream. And on the flip side, doing a ton of tactical stuff with no guiding strategy, you're just spinning your wheels, going nowhere. You need both the map and the momentum to move forward.
And that really brings us to the biggest takeaway here. It all has to start with a clear destination. If your goals are fuzzy, your strategy is going to be weak, and your tactics will be all over the place. Everything, and I mean everything, flows from having a clear objective right from the very start.
So let's end right back where we started. I want you to think about your own projects, your personal goals, your work. Are you spending enough time really drawing the map before you start moving? Or are you so focused on just taking steps that you've forgotten to check if you're even heading in the right direction?